Hey Sirens! So today we're going to be talking about heroes and industry experts. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine everything you want to do in life, like your dreams and your goals, and literally the things that you've never said out loud and you've never told anybody before. So I want you to imagine those things, and then I want you to really think about kind of lifestyle that entails. Think of people, like, is there anybody that you can think of that is already having those dreams that you want, or already getting that done in the real world? Like, even the things that you're afraid of and you haven't told anyone about. Who can you think of that's actually getting those things done? In that aspect, I want you to think about who your heroes are and who are experts in that industry, even if they're not your hero, but just like who's somebody that knows what they're doing or knows what they're talking about. And then I want you to consider ways, and it could be more than one person. It doesn't have to be someone famous. It could be someone that you know. It could be your neighbor. It could be Oprah. Like, it's just whatever comes to mind as somebody that's really kind of setting an example for some of the things that you want to be able to get to do in your life. Because of today's day and age, we're lucky enough that most of the people that are getting things done that we want, they're either in arm's reach or they're somehow putting their ideology out there in the world. So we can't all necessarily be able to pick up mentoring services or have our favorite person be able to mentor us, but we can try to pick their brain and kind of see the things that they left behind as pieces and blueprints, and you will find that a lot. I feel like most successful people, they definitely have someone that they've looked up to or that have inspired them or directed them in some way. If it's a person that you know, I would like you to, if it's possible, to try to contact them more and just try to pick their brain as much as possible. If it's somebody that does work that is published or in the media, pick up their books, check out their podcasts, listen to their interviews, listen to the way they talk, the way they think, their mindset, and really kind of try to put yourself into that framework and really kind of just see what you can learn, if there's anything you can pick up. I'm sure there's gonna be something, we don't know it all. So just a thought, think about who your heroes are and who the industry experts are. And I mean, eventually they say that if you could imagine maybe even meeting them, so if one of my people is like Oprah, if I was in a room with Oprah, what 3 questions, if I had like 10 seconds, if this was like a speed round, you have no time, like Oprah's a busy person, so what 3 questions would you have out the jump, like just ready to already ask? And think about that for like if your hero or your person is somebody like that. I want you to actually have like questions locked and loaded and prepare for the day that you're going to eventually cross paths with them. Because we want you to actually, and all of us, we want all of us to be industry experts as well. And so that kind of entails building ourselves up, growing our circles, trying to make the connections that we never thought we would make. And if we can make right connections, or try to reach out, or just try to see people as equals and not like somebody's so much better than us, and just talk to people like they're an actual person, we can learn so much. And also it can, when you surround yourself, or if you can make the right connections, or it can lead to the right door, it can actually take a lot of time off of. So say it was going to take you 10 years to try to get to a certain goal, like you can shave that down to maybe like 2 years, depending on just how you think of yourself and the frame of mind that you put yourself in, as far as like, if you're willing to put yourself out there. And I know it's not for everybody, but it's just something to consider. I've heard that the best places to try to meet people, especially ones that are higher profile or this kind of thing, can be at certain conferences, or just getting your foot in the door and just seeing I know somebody who goes to so many conferences, and she is just I love her so much. She has like such a huge network. She knows so many people. Sometimes you might know somebody that knows somebody. They say we're all separated by like 6 or 7 degrees of separation. Just imagine that nothing is out of reach. Anything's possible. Even if you just want to say thank you to that person. I would encourage you. A lot of people at the top also know that many people want things from them. And so I guess more objectively, if you do try to go that route and think about it, just try to make sure that you really internalize the things that you learned, and when you were reading their book, listening to their podcast, this kind of thing. And maybe you might notice some clues in there just about dreams or wishes that they have. And, see them as equal, and see if there's anything that you can do, that you offer, that can connect them to that kind of thing while just being genuine. Yeah, so we're going to try to start opening. I'm not saying you have to do this tomorrow, but it's just something that we're going to try to start opening our minds to, just in case in 2 years, you never know what can happen. So we just want to invite things in the universe. And then another recent thing that I heard that I thought was a good piece of advice was, if you went to a conference or you know someone that knows somebody, you can then kind of follow up with that person, like maybe on LinkedIn. If I wanted to meet Chris Do from the future and I know somebody that knows him, or I see we have a mutual friend on one of my networks, that's like anything that you can find as an entry point. That's like, hey, I met you, hey, we met really briefly at that XYZ event, or even if you just got an autograph or to talk for 5 minutes, anything just to get you in the door, or I see so-and-so, I also know them from XYZ, I love their project, and blah blah blah, and see if you can connect them to somebody else that you may know. I feel like maybe the more you grow your network, the more it'll seem that everybody knows each other, and maybe especially in the creative industry. Yeah, so we're just gonna just approach it as not filled with anxiety, and just approach it like everyone's artist and creative, and you're making something so cool, and I want to learn more, and how can I make the thing that I make relate to you and your projects and what you're doing, and we could do something really cool. So that's the other sense. Start opening your mind to collaborations. If you could have your dream collaborations. One of my good friends is actually collaborating with a lot of really big brands right now, and it's so cool and it's so exciting just to watch her and watch her have this total glow up. So just don't, and it's all happening really fast. So just don't think of yourself too small, or it's out of your reach. Everyone you meet is a potential contact, and everyone you meet is a potential future bestie. You never know, literally. So yeah, so just keep yourself open, and yeah, that's it. We'll see you on the next one.